Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, this week, I don't know. I don't know. Everything's a mess. We got to clean everything up. I have no clue what we're going to get done this week. But you tell me. You watch till later and then come back and tell me what we did. Because truthfully, I just don't know yet. So I guess... put the wife and kids to bed, grab yourself an ice cold ginger ale, throw your feet up, and let's get some work done. All right, we've come up with a slight course of action. We had a good holiday. We probably had too much fun. Friends, family. We didn't really do any work. Bare minimum chores, that type of stuff. Things that had to get done, not the things to get done externally for fun, just the other fun. It's the first week of January now, and everything's a mess. So we're going to have to start by cleaning up the shop. You can't work in the messy old shop like this. You can't never find nothing. Ice rink needs to get worked on. It's January. Outdoor rink can't be skating. Can't skate right now at home. Got to get that taken care of. Still have to do the workbench stuff, like I said. That's what we're going to start into the beginning of the year here. We need tool storage. We need some shelves. We need a workbench. We need a work table as well. Pulling the sawhorses out and throwing up quick pieces of like OSB and stuff on it to make us quick work table. It's getting old. We did that all year last year. We have enough walls up now, enough skin on the walls to at least get a little work corner started. Shelving will be on this wall. We don't have it skinned yet, but yeah, tool storage we can get done, and a work area we can get done. Then we can get into the Miata. I'd like to get them little rust panels cut out, patched up, welded in, and painted before spring. So we can start driving cars as soon as spring happens. But for now, I think we're just going to work towards cleaning up after the holidays. Instead of just doing things, bringing in, we just set the tools down and we just go right back to it. We didn't work in the shop at all. Yeah. It's a little cleanup first. And we'll start working towards shop this week. We'll get shop stuff done this week. Maybe get some boards built for the ice rink as well. Some Visqueen down and some water on it. All right, let's get some stuff done. All right. Is everything cleaned? No. Is everything put away? Not really, of course. You know our situation. A lot of our stuff is just temporarily stored. But the tools are put back in the tool chest. Things are taken back apart. Batteries are on the chargers. The general mess is cleaned. But I can't get right back into something. I need to go to town. We need to get some organizational stuff for our extension cords, our air hoses, our water hoses. Something to that effect. These, yeah, it just can't stay the way it is. Those are things that are just a mess. They're in the way constantly. So to town we go. All right, back from the store. I did forget to tell you guys, old Puppers, he knocked over the tripod a couple weeks ago when we were out hockey. And he chewed up the old head that the camera goes to. Camera wasn't on it. So I don't have a tripod anymore. We're going to give it more oxygen. It'll be super sweet. Oh, battery died. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, tripod. Yeah, they didn't have one in town, so I'm going to have to order one off the Amazons. So we won't be able to do any type of time lapse or long distance shots there till I grab one. And you know how that goes. It could probably take a week. Always takes a week. Anyways. Well, I can't really see. The old garage door's open. So I'm thinking we're going to hang hoses over here. Right up in there. And extension cords, I think we're going to do here behind the door. Because even after I reframe the door, hang a new door, because this one's busted up, it'll still have the depth of the handle. And I'll put a stopper on the wall. I'll get a magnetic one. I like the magnetic ones. Don't matter if the wind blows. Don't swing your door and bang it closed. Goes open. It connects to the magnet. It stays open. I like that. But it'll be enough space behind the door to have extension cords hung there. At least for now. If I'm wrong, you know, and after we change the door and it doesn't fit, I'll move them somewhere else. Well, here's what I got. Got this guy from the old Walmart. Got these from the Menards. The old Velcro ones just hang up on a screw or a hook. And then I got this guy for air hose. Oh, I got one of these. They used to have metal ones of these. I couldn't find one. I went to the old big boxers. They only had plastic. So that's what we'll use to hang our big hoses. So that them things can get off the ground. Stop being all tripping hazard. But I mean, I guess I'll just throw them up and then I'll show it to you afterwards. And then if it sucks, then I'll have to tell you it sucks. And then I have to take it back down and put them somewhere else. And then pick it back up and show you that afterwards. Unfortunately, no tripod. So I'm going to hang these. All right. So here's what we got here. Got the old hose holder up there for the garden hoses. Holder for air hose. Got that section cleaned out. Got those straps, like I said, for the extension cords. Got them hung up. Now that corner is considerably more organized there. But like it always is, anytime I got to go to town, most of my day is over. We live too far from town. We don't live too far from town. That's just how it is. So I've messed with this for about an hour, taking stuff out, putting it back up, and now it's time to get ready to go. Hockey practice. She's evening time already, so I think tomorrow I'm going to get some of this stuff pulled out. Again, I don't know. This is so unlevel. I think we've talked about this before. The floor is so unlevel. It's poured so poorly. And not like it slopes. Whoops. And it's not like it slopes just to one direction. It's wavy. Whoever did it tried to power trowel it. I guarantee you they've never laid cement before. If they did, oh goodness, I'd fire them. So I need to check to see if it's warm enough to actually pour some self-leveling compound. If it is, then yes, I think next I'll pull all this stuff away from the wall. I'll get everything pulled away, put out here towards the middle, and I will lay myself down. I'm not going to self-level the whole garage. I mean, I may at some point, but like right now, I'm not going to. If self-leveling compound will set up in a timely-ish fashion, at 60 degrees, because I'm not going to run heat in the shop all day, every day. So 60 is about what it stays. If it'll set up in that, which I'll look at the technical data for it, that's what we're going to do next. And I'm just going to build little forms. I'll build little forms out of 2x4, the shape that the workbench cabinetry is going to be. And I will just pour leveling compound behind it against the wall so that all my cabinets and my cabinets all have a good flat level to start from. And that I won't be fighting shims. Crazy shims would have to be done to this floor to even, and it would still suck. So I'll check on that. Either way, we won't be back till tomorrow afternoon. See you tomorrow. All right, boys, so this is what I'm thinking. We're going to build a couple sections of hockey boards because we need to get the ice rink up so we got time to skate on it before summer comes back around. And this is what I've done. Got us some pallets. Some plywood, some 2x4s. So what I'm thinking is gonna run pallets side by side. So 48 inches long, 40 inches tall. 1, 2, sheet of plywood over it, screw it to it. On the inside of the pallet, where the forks would go, the middle structure, we'll call it, I don't know. Put a 2x4 across the entire length of it and screw it down through that center support to give the two pallets even more rigidity other than being screwed all across the whole face of the plywood. Of course, sheet of plywood's 48 inches. Laying down, it's gonna be 48 inches tall. So I am gonna have to trim some off, but I'll probably also, not right now, but as I put up sections of board, I will cap the top of it with either 2x4s or maybe I'll get 2x6s and overhang it on the outside of the rink just so it covers the edge of the plywood and all of the edge of the pallet. But then as I stand them, I'll use 2x4s screw to the back, cut on a 45, and then stake into the ground. I think that's the plan. I think that'll work. That's what I got some stuff for. So I'm gonna get stuff unloaded off the truck. I'll get one laid out and sort of screwed together with just a few screws. No, I won't go crazy on it, just to sort of give a look, and then I'll pick you guys back up and we'll see. We'll see if that's gonna work for us. I think it will. All right, prototype 1 is done. I think I like it. So this will be the inside. I did a 2x4 on the top. And it is 40 inches, like I said. And what I've done on the back is the extra 6 inches that I cut off of my plywood sheet. I strapped it along the back and also screwed it into those the center supports on the pallet there. If you can see those down in there. So that'll actually work kind of nice because on every part you have a board, now you also will have like a little water jug holder. So you'll be able to just reach over the boards, grab a water jug. You know, I may still come back in after and put a 2x4 down the center of that though. Or maybe underneath, one of the two. But for now, I think this will work good. I mean, to get an 8-foot section of boards for $21, because the pallets were free, one sheet of plywood, not OSB, and 1 2x4. Now, of course, the supports will have to be on the back too. That's another $3-ish. I think I could make 2 supports out of every 8-foot section. I haven't really done the math on it, but I think a 4-foot section, and then of course a stake, and then screw it into the back, into where those OSB section is. I think that'll give it plenty of support. We're not body checking on these. This is really just hold the plastic liner in, keep our pucks in. I will tell you though, these are not the best pallets in the world. They are free, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying they're not the best. 2 of them with a 2x4 with a whole sheet of plywood though is heavy. I am going to push this out, well, drag it out to the apron in front of the garage, start making another one. But we are definitely going to be moving these with the chain and the tractor. They are not light. So, but that's the plan. There, boys. I'm gonna go make another 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, I think. I don't have quite enough pallets yet, but I'm gonna make the amount of pallets I have so we can get those put out there and some supports, and then I'm gonna grab more pallets probably tomorrow. But that's what we're gonna do. All right, boys, we got the boards out. They're not completely, ooh, she's bright. They're not completely braced back, but they're braced back enough to start filling with water. So I'll continue to brace them after the ice, or after the water's put in and it's starting to freeze. You know, I don't have a tripod, so I didn't record that, really. But, I mean, it was just us taking them off the apron of the garage here and then setting them in the field. Me and the boy and the wife, we did get the plastic put in. I did not record that because we had to wait specifically for there to not be any wind, obviously, because it's pretty open out here. So we got that put in late evening. And I got the hose out now. Got her filling up. So I do have some. You can see some extra visqueen flopping in the back over there over the boards from the wind. I'm gonna go and cut some of that excess stuff off that we don't need. Hose is already in it. I'll show you. She's filling up with water. We're supposed to have a good 3 days of below freezing with low 20s Fahrenheit at night. So we should have ice in a couple days. So we tossed some tires on her because it is still a little breezy this morning, and it didn't get filled all the way last night because we're quite a bit out of level. I don't know how well you guys can even really hear me because it is breezy out. But yeah, we only ran the water for about an hour and a half just because it was already late. So we're gonna get her filled up right now. And that'll help hold the rest of the liner down because we're getting, you know, some wind comes underneath the boards, blows underneath the liner. But yeah, that's where she's at right now. So yeah, I guess I'll pick you guys back up when she's filled and when we're trimming. Well, boys, last day. I was hoping to get a little footage of us skating to put in the outro. No, weather just ain't quite cooperating. It's about 20 degrees outside. Ice rink still isn't frozen. I think it's been 5 days. Yeah, weather's just not cold enough. So we'll have to throw this one up. You know, we'll revisit it. Eventually it'll freeze. Should be frozen by now, but it's not. So, yeah, it's time to move on to something else while that sits and freezes. Thanks for coming along, you know, come on back. We'll see. I think we're going to work on the garage next. We need to get some tool storage done. It's a mess in here. You guys know that. But thanks for coming along. Hit the old like, subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Share with all your friends. You know. the YouTuber stuff. See you guys next time.